Has anyone seen like Melania's face whenever he looks away from her? That she goes from a smile to like, do the face. All right, pretend I'm Trump. Look, okay, you're good. Ready? Yeah, I'm Trump. Smile at me when I look at you. No, you gotta wait till I look away. This is Trump. What is going on? By the way, so we're gonna be talking about Trump on today's Big Deal!
Wow, that's funny or whatever.
I am here with my friends, Vivian, Dennis, and Bruno. I'm Umberto, and we're here on the zoo. And today we're going to be talking about what the Trump presidency means, but we're going to whittle it down. I want to whittle it down because there's so much we could talk about Trump all the time.
Right.
Let's talk about him as the first tweeting president.
Tweeting? Well, other presidents have tweeted.
No, but they send out official tweets, and they, you know,
oh, like beforehand, you mean?
Well, this guy just tweets like we tweet, just like things off the top of our head.
He tweets like at 3 o'clock in the morning, I was reading.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, are you not having sex with Melania and you're just tweeting away at night, honey? Get some rest. We need a president who gets his 8 hours of Z's so he can rule the country well.
I was wondering if he was the one actually tweeting, or if he doesn't have somebody doing it for him. But given his tweets, I think he's the one doing it. It's ridiculous.
Good boy?
Yeah. Well, Bruno?
Well, I think, you know, he mastered the kind of current media platform of our time. You know, it's very like FDR had the radio and JFK had TV, and now Donald Trump has mastered Twitter, and we're all very frightened because him doing that creates just this giant bubble for him to live in and share whatever he wants and doesn't get checked by anyone. There's no one saying, you know, this is wrong. He can actually say, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, and nobody fires back. So,
and we'll put a positive spin on this. At least we know what he's really thinking.
That's what I was gonna say.
As bad as what he's thinking is, like, at least we know what is running through his head so that we know what to attack.
I don't know if I sometimes want to hear what he has to say, but it's inevitable. He will say it regardless. He only retracted one of his statements online.
The thing is, it's very easy for him to screw up, I think. And the fact that he has it on Twitter, and then that's like evidence for us to look at, because he can have a tweet and then delete it.
Right.
But then people are going to look, and they're going to screenshot it, and then it's going to be like, there's no way to hide it.
I mean,
so I don't know, it's easy for him to screw up, and then we'll have a little material too.
Exactly. And what I mean by at least some of these tweets are kind of ridiculous, especially since he should be focusing on serious issues, on foreign policy and the economy. And in between, he tweets out things that show, like what I've always been saying, he's concerned about his brand. Can I go through some of these tweets?
Please, I want to hear this.
Well, the first one is, what kind of a president goes after an actress who talks bad about him? Of course, actresses and actors in Hollywood are going to be criticizing. So the one where he said Meryl Streep, one of the most overrated actresses in Hollywood, doesn't know me, but attacked me last night at the Golden Globes. She is a ... Wow.
Oh, he left it at that? He left it open-ended?
What do you think? I think he continues his tweets up there.
Oh, with another one?
Because it's only 150 characters, not enough for this president.
140, absolutely, or maybe just enough.
Especially, Meryl Streep just got her 20th Academy Award nomination, and so I'm sure she's overrated. I mean, come on, it's just...
Well,
what's funny more awards than characters.
That's funny, yeah. What's funny is that, you know, he's the kind of guy that, you know, he'll hate somebody and then like somebody and then hate him again. So a few years ago, I'm sure we can find him saying something awesome about Meryl Streep.
And he won't care what he said because now he thinks this, and it's fine. I mean, that's insane.
One of the things, you know, I was, before he became a candidate and president, I was a fan of, I don't like reality shows, but I always thought Celebrity Apprentice was funny because you got all these celebrities or B-listers.
Oh, this thing,
And he was good in the boardroom at firing people, you know, before he came out of the closet as, you know, a racist. You're fired. But he should not be tweeting to Arnold Schwarzenegger. But let's put that one up. He tweets to Arnold Schwarzenegger after the Celebrity Apprentice, wow, the ratings are in, and Arnold Schwarzenegger got swamped or destroyed. I don't know what we meant. By comparison to the ratings machine, DJT.
Okay, first of all, when Trump was hosting Celebrity Apprentice, it was a different time. More people were actually watching TV. Two, you take off a show for a couple of years, don't expect it to have the same ratings or the same like buzz that it did, you know, a few years back. But I guess it's technically also tweeting to a former politician, so, I mean, they're on the same game.
More people hate him now, so they're not going to support his show. You know what I mean? It's like, what does he think? I mean, he's just living in this delusional mind space.
Arnold's fired back, though, really quick. Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask you if he actually tweeted the Obama, you're fired, but I don't think he
did. Man.
That would be insane.
Well, he did tweet something about Obama before he became president, and this is when he started flirting back in 2012. And talk about a tweet, Bruno, that we can throw back in his face that it's glad.
Okay.
He tweeted back in 2012, an extremely credible source, and this is in quotes, has called my office and told me that Barack Obama's birth certificate is a fraud. Remember, that's when Trump started saying he was a birther. Now, that is something that can be thrown back in his face. Every time that he hates that the media or his opponents are questioning something, his tax returns, his conflicts of interest with Russia, I mean, he was saying that the president wasn't even born in the United States.
That's what I'm saying. I think his tweets are going to end up shooting him in the foot. He's going to shoot himself in the foot with one of his tweets. Eventually, something's going to pop, and it's going to be like, he tweeted it, and then it's going to be a mess.
As we've seen,
mark my words.
As we've seen throughout the election, I mean, it's okay for him to be a bigot, to say bad things about women, about disabled people, and people don't care. I mean, that's what scares me, is that he's proven that he can overcome saying whatever he wants. And so that's, I don't know where the line is.
But and that's a separate conversation. I don't know that the tweets make it allowable for him to say these things without being checked. I think that's but
right.
Well, you can use it against him. And the more that but you're right, he keeps on, like, he's like the Teflon Don.
He just keeps going.
Can I say one that I actually found kind of funny? This is the last one we'll go on this. He tweeted Cher.
Oh my God, Cher?
Yeah, because she said that he wears a rug in his head. So let's have the Cher one up.
I'm like,
leave Cher alone.
At Cher, I don't wear a rug. It's mine, and I promise not to talk about your massive plastic surgeries that didn't work.
oh my God.
Whoa.
He said this while he was already voted in?
This was back in 2012.
Oh, this was in 2012. Okay,
That's
so.
It's like comedy, right?
he'd
Like
still
you
do
can
it
go through
now.
his tweets and laugh your face
Well,
off.
he always has issues with women. Cher, Rosie
Rosie
O'Donnell, you know.
Meryl Streep
Yeah.
now.
I want to see a
Well,
guy.
now women have issues with him. The whole $1 million Women's March, it was pretty successful. They turned out.
No kidding.
Tit for tat.
All right, guys.
people.
So we'll be following Donald Trump's tweets, seeing what other, poop hole he steps in, and whether he
Oh,
survives
boy.
that too.